boy Rod, Mr. Daiquiri man himself, Mr. Hard Worker himself. Tighten up, everybody. Tighten the fuck up.
Long shot he had was the bribing shit to lose. Like that was the longest shot he had. But you didn't take no money. Take the money. So if they do fire you, you got like, hey, I need that.
Man, the original shit started, man. I don't want no smoke with Malik, a.k.a. Martin, man. We just be chilling today. Got this bullshit-ass Cowboys that's supposed to be going to the playoffs.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about the first quarter of the season so far? Are we 25 games in now?
Well, last year around this time, I was looking at the lottery already. So, for me, personally, to be able to see my team turn the corner and continue to improve as we continue to get a little more healthier going into the season. Hopefully we stay that way, knock on wood. I'm happy with the way my team is playing right now.
Mr. Common Sense. Asshole, I nature, or motherfucking answer. Y'all know what it is. It's the Lakers Nation. Throw that out there too. Mr. Please, someone beat the Cowboys. So or can.
Please.
All that shit.
I would literally take any guard on your roster for Russ right now. I don't.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Care.
I'm sure the Lakers would take Ricky Rubio light for Russell Westbrook right now.
Sure the fuck would. I sure the fuck would.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Straight up, too. They'll trade him straight up. No pitch, no money consideration.
I'll throw in a future second. Just here.
Glory, bro.
Just have it. Just because
It's just throwing in a draft pick for Russell Westbrook and Ricky Rubio light is crazy.
He was your dark 30 himself. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Blackout season coming soon. It's Malik the motherfucking god. Huh?
Yeah. Let's get that.
Trade deadline coming up Thursday. Who needs to be traded?
Julius Randle! Get him the fuck out of here! Right now! What are we talking about here?
Wow. Oh, Malik, you want to go?
I'm saying enough!
We outside. Conversations at the shop.
Yo.
What's up, gang?
You're welcome, Jarrod. You're welcome.
What am I welcome for?
All my insults and shots that I took inspired your lowly team to figure something out and get themselves a win. You're welcome.
Is that what we're doing today?
I'm just.
We still on that today?
I'm just congratulating your team. Just congratulating. Good job. How you feeling, Malik?
That was uncalled for, by the way.
What?
How are you feeling, sir?
Great.
You don't sound great, sir. Is something bothering you?
I'm fine.
This sound blah. Great. I'm like I see on the way.
Yeah, tired. I've been doing a lot of shit, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Everything with the Nets got cleared up, so got my Brooklyn shit back on. It feels valid. Ready for a new season.
Everything got cleared up. We all good.
We all good here. We all good. We ready to rock.
We all on the same page.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Man.
I mean, I can't really say much on being on the same page myself, so is what it is.
Accountability is the word.
Accountability is a great word. Welcome to Conversations at the Shop, episode 142.
We back again. You know how I'm doing. You know what it is. We got my boy Corey at the bottom with a Lakers jersey on today. Go, Corey. You got my boy
He
Malik
healthy
over
right
here.
now. He healthy right now.
Back in black with the Brooklyn jersey on. Okay, I see you, my boy.
You already know what it is.
And y'all know I got my Nuggets jersey on.
We don't know.
Back-to-back MVP.
We actually don't know.
Back-to-back.
What is up?
Man.
I don't get what's going on with this, bro. Like, you understand you a Knicks fan. Like, there was no brooms for y'all. Yeah. There was no brooms for y'all last year, period. Like, nobody had to grab a broom. Like, there was nothing to sweep. Like,
nigga was already put up.
I literally saw something today that called. It was a picture of Brunson, Barrett, and Julius, and it said the mid three.
Mid three. Hey, don't do RJ like that. Damn, them other two, all right, cool. But RJ, come on, RJ still young.
I like RJ. He ain't in the top. RJ ain't in the top 5 young players in the league right now. I like RJ. He's not top 5 young players.
He keep getting better every year. I like, you know.
I like him. I'm a fan. Not in top 5 young players.
RJ's getting better every year. We'll see what he does this year. He needs one more step, and then he'll be there. One more step.
We'll see. What we on? What's kicking us off on this beautiful Monday?
NBA Media Day is today. Well, it was today.
There is.
I would say 2 of our 2 teams that we're representing, Malik, were probably the 2 most anticipated media days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Considering the situation, I think us too,
Boston too.
Boston
I did Boston.
And Phoenix.
I didn't watch Boston, but and Phoenix, yes,
Phoenix.
And Phoenix.
Those are the ones. Boston, from what I could tell, I didn't watch it because fuck Boston. But basically, what I kind of saw floating around was like players were really just more annoyed that they didn't know more about it. Like everyone's basically in the dark and like didn't have very little information, and that kind of annoyed people. That's kind of the thing that I kind of saw floating around there. It was like players were like, yo, what the fuck's going on? And why are we not aware if our coach is in some danger of being suspended and now is suspended and lost for the year? Kind of would have liked to know.
Which is kind of telling, and it should bring more light to the situation that the players didn't know. Like that's right. Kind of weird to hear, is that the players didn't know about the situation. So Boston, eventually, you got to give us more details of exactly what the fuck is going on, because you suspended the guy for a year. We know why. I guess we know why you suspended him. That's kind of not clear exactly.
We know the very vague. Yeah, it's a very vague. We know there was some sort of relationship with him and another staff member that is against team, organizational rules. Team policy. There you go. Policy. That's what I'm looking for. Organizational policy. That's why it's a Boston, a Celtics investigation and not an NBA thing. That's why the NBA doesn't have anything to do with it. It was literally just a Celtics investigation that they did. But outside of that, everything else is more or less speculation.
Right.
Literally.
Apparently, they knew about it. Apparently, they knew about it a couple of months ago.
But that's what we're saying. Like everything else is, I think that's when the investigation started, was a couple of months ago, and it's just now coming out into public. But it's too much. We really don't know shit.
Nothing. We don't know anything. It's pure speculation at this point. Like exactly what's going on. Like we know the consequence and we know the parameters of why the consequence is there. But as far as like the intimate details about it, we don't.
Right.
We don't know. And it's not like for the people that watch the show, that's kind of, we've heard about it like a couple weeks ago, but we didn't speak on it because we don't know the details. And I'm glad that we didn't.
Yeah.
Because we see what's
we didn't
going
jump out the window.
Like, because we see what's going on with other networks and stuff, with people making their opinions.
Matt Barnes had to go out there. That was concerning when Matt Barnes comes out and goes, "Yeah, I spoke on this," and then I had to delete that post. We gonna get to that dish.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But like basically, Matt Barnes came out on I think it was an Instagram video and was like, I had to delete my original post after finding out, someone close to the situation called me, told me the details, and like, yeah, I can't rock with that. So I had to delete that. That was probably the most concerning thing that I saw.
Me too.
Because Matt Barnes, like for Matt Barnes to do that, that's some other shit. Like that means that is some seriously concerning things there.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna add onto that from what we've heard, like they ain't brought out the whole situation, but what we heard what I've seen, I've heard that her husband got involved in the shit.
Like that's how they found out or something like that.
Yeah, so like both these niggas is married. Well, Ime's not married, but he fucking Nia Long.
I think they said they were separated or something. I know they were engaged, but there's reportedly they were separated for a month at the time. But again, like we don't know. It's still just the same. But it could be the case, or it could not be. So probably like 7 months from now, on a random Wednesday, like
we'll find out.
There will be a whole giant ESPN 10-minute read on what really went down, and we'll know exactly what.
You know what? I'm calling in now. As soon as we get out the show, this shit gonna pop off because that's what happened last week. As soon as we got out the show, the shit popped off. It's usually how shit happen around here. Shit happen after we get off the show.
We'll see.
I don't know because Boston had a press conference and everything. They had an opportunity to let us know what was going on, and they didn't. I think there's still legal things going on, and that's why they can't really say too much.
Agreed.
It's just obvious that that's what it is because for them to jump out the window with the suspension and everything like that, and then not tell us, it's kind of like. I can't compare it to anything. I was trying to make a comparison, but I couldn't think of one. But I think that's what's going on. Is that like I'll compare it to the AEW CM Punk situation. Like you can't really tell us everything. We know like some of what happened, and there's rumors of what happened, but you can't tell us exactly what's going on because there's still legal implications going on. You might be like an NDA or some shit going on, so they can't speak on it. So I don't think it's going to come out anytime soon. I think probably like after like. Maybe if he's suspended for the whole year, maybe when it comes to them making a decision if they're going to bring him back to be the coach or not, maybe we'll hear a little bit more. Like if they could get him out the door, which I think that's probably what they should do at this point, suspending the coach for a year. But if he gets put out the door, then we'll hear it. But if he stays and they keep him as a coach, I don't think we'll hear any more than what we heard. To be honest, that's just my opinion.
It'll leak at some point. Someone somewhere, it's gonna leak at some point. It might be years from now. Who knows? You see stories, huge stories, and then they'll circle back 5-6 years later with another thing. Well, I know we were just talking about, a couple of days ago, the Donahue thing. There's pieces from then on Donahue. There's pieces from like then. It's like, from 2011, and there's something from like 2018, 2019. Like shit like that will circle back, and you'll find out other shit years later. So that wouldn't shock me if that was the case on that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely wouldn't shock me. Any interesting takes from media day today that you guys seen?
Corey, you want to start it off or should I?
I'll start it off. Let's get this out of the way. Lakers media day. Obviously, Russ is still there. Media low-key tried to set Russ up. At one point, they asked him, "Do you feel like the team wants you here?" Like, why would you ask that man that? And and to his credit, he basically was like, it doesn't really matter. I'm here. My job's to be a professional. But for me, the biggest thing was when Darvin Ham was asked about like the starting lineups and like basically, I want to say they asked him specifically whether or not Russ for sure would be starting but he would not say that Russ is starting for sure. Basically, his exact words were, we're a ways away from deciding the starting lineup, and said we've got several options. Obviously, we signed Dennis, we signed Pat Bev, we got healthy Kendrick Nunn, Russ himself, Austin Reeves, bunch of other stuff. And then like his last sentence was basically, we have more than enough options that we're comfortable with. Now, chances are Russ will probably still be starting. But the fact that Darvin Ham was basically, and from what it seems like, is that, nigga, we got competition. So you're going to have to earn that shit. You got two. It's very good. You have two players who have been starters for multiple years that are vets in Schroeder and Pat Bev. You got Austin Reeves, who was randomly a really good player for the Lakers last year. That's one of the better defenders and possibly floor space, so that makes sense. And is actually 2-guard size, not 6'1" like the rest of these people. You got Kendrick Nunn, who was supposed to be there. Like, you do have options. Like, if one thing we got is a whole bunch of goddamn guards, like,
I forgot.
would it
Nunn
be
on
the
y'all team, to be honest with you.
Kendrick Nunn is actually healthy. Pelinka said he was fully cleared. They did say he was fully cleared today. Because of course that was a question that was asked. So yeah, you gonna have to earn that shit. I'm not mad at the idea of starting to and have. To me, I mean, it's something that many people have suggested. If you want Russ to be Russ, bring him off the bench where he can be Russ with the reserves. Like, that's the best. If that's what you're trying to get out of him, that would make the most sense. But we'll see. Him and Schroeder off the bench or some shit. I don't know. Him and Pat Bev off the bench just cause all kind of fucked up things to happen with the reserves and just irritate shit out of it. I don't know. But Darvin Ham wouldn't say for sure. Like, I guarantee you if they asked him, is AD gonna start, is LeBron gonna start, he'd look at you like he was crazy. Fuck, of course. He didn't say that for us.
I think that you think, because I didn't see like the press conference with him, but I did see when he was on the panel. They did mention AD and Bron, and basically from what I caught from what he said was that AD and Bron are the only sure pieces that are in the starting lineup. Like, that's it. He did reference, I did hear him reference that he thinks what's interesting is that regardless of what he said in the press conference, I know when he was at when he was at the table, he did mention that he thinks Russ is going to have a whole lot better season than he had last year. So if you have that kind of faith in that, it's either you're saying that Russ is going to have a better season with you, or you're saying that he's going to have a better season with somebody else, but you believe that Russ is going to have a better season. So that
he's been pumping up Russ since he's been here. He's been pumping up Russ since he's been here. Like, legitimately, yeah.
That's what's interesting to me about the starting lineup. The conversation is because, okay, so you're not giving us your plan, but either way, he feels like Russ. I think Darvin Ham feels like regardless of Russ is starting or not, he's going to put Russ in the better position to have a better season than he had last year, which shouldn't be too hard because the last season Russ was terrible. So, you know what I mean? So, but yeah,
that's what he's been saying. He said it a bunch of times. Like, it's all that's been reported. He's excited to coach Russ. He said, "I'm excited to coach Russ," and all it's been is, he has a plan for Russ. It's always been like what's basically what they've been saying. He has a plan. He has an idea of what he wants for Russ and what how he's going to use him and all that. So like that's what he's been preaching literally for at least the last 2 months minimum. It's been on that. So we're going to see if that's going to be the case. And I mean, again, I know. I think his 3 things he said it in damn near every interview has been togetherness, competitiveness, accountability. Every damn it, he says it every fucking interview like 7 times. That's Darvin Ham's thing. So competition, that's to be expected. Like if he's going to, command the respect of a team with vets like the vets that he has to hold firm on those. And that's competitiveness. All right, we're going to have a competition for real. And that's accountability. He said he's going to call everyone out. If you're not playing defense, you won't be on the court. He has said that time and time again. I don't care who you are. If you're not playing defense, you're not going to be on the court. He's got to hold to that. Mm-hmm. Better learn to multitask like me, Dish. I got it on too.
You better pay attention to the Giants. That's all he got. So, but Jarrod, any opinions on the Lakers situation before we move on?
I mean, no, I think Russ. You got 5 guards in your team right now. 6 if you include LeBron.
No, if you can include Lonnie Walker in that, he'd be 6. We signed him to our fucking mid-level. He barely get mentioned now.
Know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of fucking guards, niggas that have the ball in their hands. Like, I mean, if it's anything, bro, Russ coming off the bench is probably the best bet for everybody. And you let Russ do what Russ do, which is rebound, get the ball, and go, and kick out to the shooters or whatever he do. Like that's Russ's game. Like that's been Russ's game. The best way to do. He's not a spot up shooter. Not gonna work. He need the ball in his hand. So either you take him and Bron can't play together, or when him and Bron ain't playing together, somebody gotta take the ball out their hand. I'd rather Russ have the ball if LeBron gonna play off ball and let LeBron do the cutting and spot up shooting, not Russ doing the spot up shooting because apparently it don't work. So try it another way. But if that's not the case, then let Russ come off the bench.
So you're telling me that you want Russ making plays for other people above LeBron James?
I mean,
let's since when?
He did it in OKC. What are you talking about?
You talk about all them turnovers?
I'll shoot him some bail. I think Jarrod, I'll shoot Jarrod some bail, and I'll kind of come to the defense on Jarrod. I think Jarrod is basing that point off of if Russ is coming off the bench and not Russ being a starter.
No, not Russ being a starter. Russ shouldn't start at all. Like, I don't think he should start. I'm saying him coming off the bench, let him run with the second unit and let him get what he do in the second unit, what he used to do in OKC when it was just him and Steven Adams, where it was just, all right, give me the ball and let me do what I do.
Right.
That's what I'm
that I agree. I agree with.
Yeah,
when you mentioned like I'd rather have him LeBron off the ball with Russ on the ball, that's what threw me off, and that scares me because I don't want.
No, if they're going to play together, I would want LeBron to be the one that's off the ball because we've seen what Russ does off the ball and it sucks. So try something else. Like for that little 3-minute span that they on the floor together, or 4-minute span that they on the floor together, unless it's the end of the game type shit.
The issue with that is that you're lessening two players now. So now your primary playmaker is worse than what your primary playmaker could be because LeBron is one of the 5 greatest playmakers ever.
I mean,
so you're lessening your primary playmaker, and then like it's like when they do the offensive line stuff and they shift over. It's like, well, now you took a really, really good right tackle and now he's just an average left tackle, and now you also have a less than average right tackle with the guy you're placing with. Like that's, to me, it's hurting even more to do that. Like
but that also comes with coaching though, Core. Like that could be, you can scheme it where you won't notice it too much, where it'd be okay. Like it won't be just
I'm just
Russ at the top of the key and nothing not going on. Like it got to be some action going on. It got to be some back screens and some more shit going on. Like
I think that I'm just not for. To me, especially at this point in his career, Bron's best asset is his court vision and his playmaking ability, and I don't want to make that secondary for him. Whereas to me, Russ's physical tools, obviously he hasn't shown it, but I'd rather take a chance on Russ's physical tools, set him up to be a really good person in that role that you're wanting Bron in, as a cutter, as a, off the ball movement and that kind of stuff. Like he has to embrace it, which we have, again, as I said at the beginning of last year, zero evidence that he will actually embrace it. But I'd rather the coach go, this is going to be your role. I have this role in place for you. This is going to be your role. And if you're not going to embrace the role, I'm going to put in someone who will. Because I guarantee you one of these other dudes will. I promise you Pat Bev would do that shit. I promise you Austin Reeves will do that shit.
Pat Bev is the better spot-up shooter than Russ, though. So, I mean, I can see Pat Bev doing that.
That's what we need. We spent way too much time on Russ Westbrook.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll just make this one point. If I was people, I would kind of hold back on Russ a little bit. I understand he had a bad season, but this is something that we've seen from LeBron before. There's not a lot of players that can play with LeBron. Like that's why players don't want to go play with him, is because they know their role is going to be reduced when they play with him. Like we've seen it with Chris Bosh. It took him a couple of years to figure shit out. We've seen that shit with Kevin Love. It took him a couple of years to figure this shit out. The thing that I think works against Russ is that the two players that had to figure it out and probably could find a spot to play with LeBron James to do that were centers or power forwards. This is a guard. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put too much of the onus on Russ. I just think it's a bad fit. And I feel like Russ is catching a lot of criticism because of that. He played like trash last year. Let's not do that. But as far as the fit, I wouldn't keep harboring on Russ needs to change this and Russ needs to change that because that's not his game. I just think it would be best for them to get rid of Russ at this point.
Concur. I think what, just real quick, I think what really got people pissed. It was that, but then it was the lack of accountability in there. It's
for sure.
It's the unwillingness to adjust the game when you ain't that player no more. Like that's what has people like, I don't trust it. Is that it's like, okay, yeah, the fit's bad. We all know the fit's bad. It's all right, end of the season, like we're done. How you messed up. I mean, I don't know. Coach had a problem with me. I don't know. Players didn't let me be. That is what has everyone like, what are you going to do? That's what has the expectation so low. You have to be willing to embrace it. And he's not. Again, I always use this. I'll keep using it. There's a reason Vince Carter ended up playing 22 years and AI's career ended suddenly in about a year and a half. One was willing to embrace a role. The other refused to.
Right. Okay. All right. Jarrod, did you watch the Nuggets press conference? You got the Nuggets jersey on?
I did catch a little bit of the Nuggets press conference today. I think the biggest takeaway is that everybody's finally healthy, and we feel like we can be a threat in the West. I think the dumbest question we got asked today was about our chemistry with Jamal and Jokic. Now that Jokic has been a MVP without Jamal Murray there 2 years in a row, and they're asking about our chemistry. And I mean, Jamal said it best, like we really don't, like we freelance. It's read and react. Like the way our offense is, if he got the matchup, I'm gonna give him the ball, and I'm gonna read and react off what he do. And if I got the matchup, he gonna read and react off what I do. Like it's nothing too much chemistry wise. We just gonna pick up where we left off at, and where they left off at when Jamal got hurt was a 13-game winning streak. So we're gonna see how all that fits in together. We'll see. It wasn't nothing too crazy to be taken away from our media day to day.
I don't think the question is crazy at all, to be honest with you.
I mean, their chemistry, I don't see, like, the way that they play together, like, I don't see what could be off. Like,
I would maybe not just them two.
Yeah,
but those
there's other pieces.
What Michael Porter, I get that's what they're asking. I would say the more so question for chemistry wise is Jokic just had to take on a much bigger role, and he's been ridiculously good at it. How much do you really want to scale that back in order to give, like, obviously to some extent for Murray and for Michael Porter, who again is still the key to whether or not y'all are going to be shit this year. Like, how much do you scale that back? How do you work that out so that Jokic is still the MVP caliber player that he has been for 2 years straight, but you're allowing Murray to pick back where he was and for Porter to grow because he's got the ceiling that it take y'all to.
And you still have Aaron Gordon. So, like, you still got.
I always forget y'all have.
You, like, that's my point. That's why the question's not. That's why the question's not crazy because you still got niggas
and KCP
give the ball to.
Yeah, no, I get that the question.
It was between the whole team.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would say the better question is that. And KCP in there now. Because he's going to be the starter, I would presume. I presume that's your starting lineup. Murray, KCP, Porter, Gordon, and Jokic.
Yeah, I believe that's probably going to be our starting lineup. Mike Malone said he ain't naming one yet. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how training camp goes. Hopefully everybody stays healthy through training camp. And hopefully Jokic gets, the boys get put on his back again, and we go do what we got to do. And he can take some of the burden off, having Murray back this year. And hopefully Porter back is okay. Them back injuries are very tricky. Man's whole family has been hurt their whole life. I don't know. Bro. We'll see.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mr. Malik, what's going on down up there in Brooklyn?
We singing Kumbaya and we about to make this shit work. That's what I got out of the press conference. I didn't watch Kyrie's press conference. I didn't get to watch that. I saw the KD one. What's up, Marcus? I didn't need to see. Let me fix this real quick. Give me a second before I continue.
I got it.
You're driving, nigga. I got it.
Right, it's done. We're good.
I didn't need to hear Ben Simmons press conference because I don't care about what you said to the media. He talked to JJ Redick the other day. That's kind of, you talk to another player, you let us know what was going on with that. I know what's going on with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons sounds like he's ready for the season. He's excited. He wants to prove people wrong. I'm gonna hold that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave everything else alone when it comes to him. But as far as KD, I appreciated KD's press conference a lot, to be honest with you. See, here's the thing. This is the problem I have with players and organizations, is that when a trade request goes through, you're not fully transparent about what's going on. So you give the media, as the media, all we can do is react to what we see and what we hear. The shit that we don't hear and the shit that you don't tell us, you can't hold us accountable if there's a different story out there and there's a different perspective if you don't let us know what is going on. Period. So when I heard about the trade, of course I'm going to kill KD for it because, bro, you want to trade after them not signing Kyrie. We see how Kyrie destroyed the team, regardless of how you feel about his vaccination status. We saw how that wore on the team going throughout the season of not having him. We saw how it wore on KD not having help. And then he talked about how when he got hurt, he felt like the team didn't fight through certain situations to keep them afloat, like he's seen in Golden State. The difference, KD, is that when Steph Curry got hurt, there's no, we don't know if Draymond's going to be here, or we don't know if Clay is going to be here. There's no other determining factors that the rest of the team has to worry about. The rest of the team feels secure in that situation because regardless if Steph Curry is out, everything else is still in place. Everybody else is playing their role. With Kyrie, you don't know if Kyrie's playing tomorrow. We don't know how we should game plan for the next game. I wouldn't necessarily put that against the teammates that you have, especially because there's not a leader in the locker room as far as a player-wise to keep them straight. So that's the only thing I kind of disagree with KD about on his points. But I feel KD pretty much on everything else. I understand why KD wanted to leave. I get that. I just think that KD's biggest issue is him comparing his situation that he's in now to the situation that he is in Golden State because of the player that he chose to team up with in Brooklyn and Kyrie Irving. That's the issue. All other stuff, I'm going to leave it alone. No shit, KD. You're too good for us to give you away for nothing. No shit. The Nets weren't going to do that, bro, regardless if you wanted to be gone or not. I'm glad that you appreciate that they told you that, but that's not something. KD's very smart. That's not something they needed to tell you. You knew you were too good for them to just give you away. And then the rumors came out of your camp of the players that you wanted to keep on the team if you were to be traded. What else would you want the Nets to do? But me and KD are good. I do apologize for how strong I was on the topic, only because I didn't know the reason why KD wanted to leave. If I knew the reason why KD wanted to leave, all right, cool. I probably wouldn't have been that strong on it. But going forward, I'm not gonna attack KD for not being the leader no more. Me and Corey talked about it off cam. I'm not gonna do what the media is doing. I'm not gonna criticize KD for his lack of leadership or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. KD doesn't want any parts of that. He made it very clear in his press conference that all KD wants to do is play ball. He doesn't want to go up to the front office and tell them what to do. He doesn't want to go up to Steve Nash and tell Steve Nash how to hold players accountable. I guess that's the reason why he felt like he wanted Steve Nash and Sean Marks to go, is because he's putting that onus on them to handle that. And if that's the way it's going to be, and Brooklyn is willing to accept that, which they should, since they decided they wanted to take power back into their own hands this offseason, cool. Everybody has their role now. Everybody knows where they stand. Let's play basketball. Show me. That's where I'm at on it.
Just to add on, the one thing I did want to say, like you said, in comparing the situation there to what's in Golden State, the other reason why that's not a good idea, it's not just players, it's organizationally. The Warriors have an infrastructure from top down. This is what we do. This is how we operate, and it's why they're one of the best organizations in the league right now. And Brooklyn is not at that point. So, you know, and Eric, we ain't nobody talking about the Eagles right now. It's two other NFC East teams playing right now. I'm worried about the damn Eagles. It's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to say that too, in regards to that. And also, like you said, KD and the leader. You know who else ain't the leader? Kawhi Leonard. They don't kill him for that. Starting to a little bit because you in LA, you in the big market now. But like Kawhi had Kyle Lowry in Toronto. We all know Kyle Lowry was the leader of that team. Everyone knows that. San Antonio, he had a whole damn organization. Pop was the leader. Pop was the leader of that team. For real, for real. Like he, you know, so like it's the same with KD. He doesn't want that. Unfortunately, that's what is usually expected of the best players these days. When you have a LeBron, especially with LeBron, but like not just LeBron, with Giannis and the way he's embraced that, like those kind of guys, that's what they, you know, that's now what the expectation is. And so when KD doesn't have that, agreed. He does lead, but KD leads by example. That's fair. That's fine. It's just in today's league, that's no longer the expectation. Blame LeBron. I can't even say blame LeBron because plenty of people throughout NBA have been both. From Jordan to Kobe to Magic to all. That's usually the case for those types of players. KD doesn't want to be that.
Marcus, you heard anything about your Bulls, buddy?
Yeah, unfortunately, I heard everything about the Bulls, which is absolutely nothing. Nothing is going on right now. To be honest with you, the talk of the town is Lonzo Ball, and we all know what's going on there. So,
yeah.
Another knee surgery.
So what's your reaction on the Nets thing? Because I know you said you watched that while you was at work. What's your reaction to the press conference?
You literally took the words out of my mouth. Honestly, like I was listening, they were just trying to catch as much as I could, but like I didn't really think nothing much of it. I appreciate the fact that he answered those tough questions, because all those questions were tough. And I appreciate him for answering them questions. And he seemed pretty honest. Like you said, Malik, like you don't really get the reason behind trade requests and all of that shit. So for him to break it down the way he did, to say, hey, listen, I think we got this kind of a talent at the roster spot. I went out. We lost 10 straight games. That's not supposed to go down, which I thought was a shot at coaching as well. But other than that, yeah. But other than that, though, I feel like you feel. I think they ready to. They look like they're ready to start over and just try to, you know, make amends and try to get this season going and try to win a championship. I just don't know. I don't know what the team feel, how the teammates feeling with him. I don't know, like that. All of that stuff I just take into consideration. Like, how does everybody feel really Like, you can say this shit in the media and all that shit sound good, but we all know when the cameras go off, how y'all really treating each other, how y'all really reacting with each other. Is this really behind y'all? Can y'all really push this behind y'all and go win the championship? That's the only thing, man. We'll see what's up.
I got faith that they moving past it though. Like the way KD answered the questions, he didn't duck anything. Like that's what I took from that's what I took from it. Like KD could have just what I expected KD to say was the trade is behind us. We passed that. We gonna figure out what's going on this season and we'll go from there. KD didn't do that. KD literally answered every question and gave reasons behind everything. So I can't sit up there. I can't be like, "Hey, KD, you bullshitting us" or anything like that. If he did that, I would have been like, "All right, I don't really trust." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really trust this situation. But KD didn't have to be that transparent about it. He didn't because we didn't know anything anyway. But the fact that he was that transparent, I think they realize the situation that they're in. We'll see if the trade talks are gone from here on out. I'm not. I probably would say I'm 60% sure that he probably won't get traded at the end of the year, and that's not something that we're going to re-explore. Because I did watch Sean Marks and I did watch Steve Nash, and Sean Marks made that shit very clear. If KD did not want to be here, KD would not be here. So I'm going to just give them the benefit of the doubt. They are backing down from that title talk. I did notice that.
Facts.
They're not. I did notice that.
It was not a lot of championship aspirations in that talk at all.
KD made it very clear that he just wants to be respectable. And he just right now, they just need to focus on being a good team, and then we'll see what goes from there. So that's kind of a little bit of a concern, but I'm not too concerned because we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. They have a good squad. They still got Patty Mills. They still got Seth Curry. From what I'm hearing from Ben Simmons, he's ready to go. He's explained his situation of why he sat out. He explained his situation when it comes to Philly, how he feels. He's ready to move on. He's ready. They have TJ Warren. They got Nick Claxton still. This still is a really, really, really good fucking team. And that's why I was kind of killing KD about wanting to get traded, because I'm like, bro, you still have a great team here. But now that he made the point that he feels like there's certain shit that they need to fight through that they didn't fight through before, and they need to do that this season. Now that he said that, I kind of got to give KD credit of being a leader and going out and just saying that too. Hey, look, man. Y'all ain't fight through the shit we were supposed to fight through last year, and we sucked, and the shit need to be better if y'all want me to be here. I commend them for doing that. We gonna move on. Like, we'll see what it is. I got them being the top 3 seed in the East. We'll see. Hopefully that shit works out, because New York needs KD. Period. We can't rely on RJ Simmons, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle to be the faces of New York. That's not happening. So New York definitely needs KD.
So with all that being said, there was a list that came out within this past week of the top, and they ranked the top 100. We ain't going through 100 players, but we can go through 10. So according to ESPN, coming into the 2022-23 season, top 10 players in order are Giannis 1, Jokic 2, Luka 3. Calm down, sir. Luka at 3. Joel Embiid 4, Steph Curry at 5, LeBron at 6, Tatum 7, KD 8, Ja Morant 9, Devin Booker at 10. 2 questions. A, is this the right top 10? I know we'll probably have all different orders on it, but do y'all agree with this being the top 10 players?
Devin Booker really got my eyebrows raised, but
same.
Like I'm not really buying Devin Booker. And listen, this ain't even. It's not even really like Well, maybe it is. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe it does have a little bit about the last time I saw him. It might have something to do with that. But overall, nah, man, I'm taking Devin out. Fuck it. I'm taking Devin out my team. Who I'm replacing him with, I might have to think about that, but I don't have Devin not in number 10. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know who I replace him with, but he ain't there. I can tell you that. He is not there. Ja Morant is where he should be. I believe that wholeheartedly. On what they based the season coming into, which was injuries, productivity, and team wins and all this shit. I can see KD being there because he missed a chunk of last season where he at. I can also right there where he's at because he missed, I think, 5 less, some shit like that. Like,
yeah, Bron and KD are both injury
I can see why.
reasons, because if they had been healthy with the production that both of them had, they'd both be top 5.
Definitely be top 5. So basing off what they base it on, I mean, everybody, I think the list is fine until they get to Devin Booker. And and the only problem else I got is Curry should be at least 2.
I was gonna go to that.
Exactly. Like him being 5 is kind of disrespectful. Especially the fact that he beat Luka. There's no reason why Luka should be ahead of him.
That's the one that kills me. Like, I get Luka went crazy in the playoffs, but like Finals MVP.
Exactly. I'm not putting Steph behind Embiid and behind Luka. I'm not doing that. If you want to put Giannis 1 or 2, whatever, him and Curry to me is 1 and 2. Then you can talk about whatever else after that.
That's what I had. I had Giannis 1, Steph 2. I can't kill Giannis when he played the way that he played without his second best player in the playoffs and damn near single-handedly won. Like, if you go back and look at like his fucking numbers from that series against Boston, like it was like,
but now,
bro, like they say, go out on your shield. Like that motherfucker went out on his shield. It is what it is. I had Giannis 1, Steph 2, Jokic 3, and I had Embiid 4, and then Luka 5. That was for me. And if I wanted to, and I wouldn't be mad at moving Luka, like considering what KD was the MVP before he got hurt. Like, I would not be mad at putting KD in the top 5 and moving Luka to 6, if I'm being real. But I get it because he was hurt, and because Luka did what he did in the playoffs. I'm not mad at rewarding him for that and putting him up there, but I wouldn't be opposed at all to putting KD up there above him. But he's definitely 5.
But then I understand why Luka is 3, because of if Luka's not on the Dallas Mavericks are not making the playoffs. They're not a playoff team. Like, they're not going how far they went if Luka's not on the team. So I can kind of see why they put him there, since ESPN did this ranking list, and what they based it off of was like productivity and all that other BS that they were talking about. I see why Luka is where he's at. I see why Jokic is where he's at. Like, the reason why at 5.
I get that part, but damn, what would Golden State be without Steph? And he's 5.
We saw it. We saw it last year.
I'm guessing what they're saying is like Steph got a whole system behind him where he can miss a few games and they still be okay, where they won't be just bad. But I mean, Luka is the system.
There are two. Wait. Didn't the Mavericks lose Luka for a couple of games in the playoffs and they were still all right?
Yep, they won one. They split 1-1.
They split one. Yeah, they split 1-1.
Here's my Utah. I don't care.
Utah.
If they're going to be that bad, if they're going to be that bad without him, then they should lose to a playoff team both games, right? If they're that bad without
Everybody
him,
knows Utah sucks. Let's not
That's
throw
cool.
that.
That's cool, but Jalen Brunson got paid because Luka's motherfucking ass.
Sure the
That's
fuck
my
did.
point. Like I'm not gonna do that to Utah, bro. Like I'm not gonna do that to Utah. You can do that if you want to. That's fine. But I'm not going to say that they're fucking trash. They're not trash. They have playoff struggles. We get that. We already know they blew the team up. So obviously there was a lot of shit going on internally there. But them saying they suck talent wise, no, I'm not going to do that. No.
Yeah, they didn't achieve shit. They didn't achieve what they were supposed to achieve. Yeah, but I mean they was always at the top in the West. At
the end of the day, there's two players in that top 5 who've led their teams to championships and won a Finals MVP, and one of them is at number 5. That don't make no sense to me.
Also, Jason Tatum, no sir, ahead of KD, no sir, sorry.
Yeah, I'd have moved him back.
I don't care. Well, you don't see the problem with a lot of shit, but I don't agree with this list at all. I really don't. I don't give a fuck about that injury shit. I just don't. I wouldn't factor in the injury shit when it comes to the NBA's top 10 players. That's a talent-based list. I don't care. I don't care that Bron was hurt and KD was hurt. If in my opinion, KD is 3.
And if that's the case, AD should be up there then, right?
No, he shouldn't.
If we're going on talent, there's a couple of people I'd throw out there. If we're going on talent, not just him, I'll throw Kawhi in there too. If we're going off talent,
11. I think they got Kawhi.
Kawhi's 12. James is 11. I was just going to go through this because I was trying to figure out who I'd replace Book with. Harden is 11. Kawhi's 12. Cat is 13. Dame is 14. Paul George is 15. Trey, Jimmy Butler, Gobert at 18.
Gobert need to be like 30.
How did he? Okay.
Bradley Beal 19 and AD is 20.
Bradley Beal.
No, I could see Bradley Beal. The Rudy Gobert one is
disgusting.
That one is wild. I could see the Bradley Beal one, but the Gobert one is wild. I don't see that.
If honestly, like when I was kind of going through it, the one who I probably just based on like play last year and again injury issues and all that shit, I probably would have put Paul George. Paul George was fucking ridiculous when he was on the court last year.
Paul George actually balled out.
Paul George super balled out. And then he just unfortunately got hurt again. But like of all of them, like even when Dame played, Dame wasn't what he was before. I'm damn sure not putting Harden in the top 10. Kawhi literally didn't play all year. I'm not putting him in there. Like
first of all, that nigga look like he got a fucking upgrade. This nigga look like
yeah, that nigga definitely bought some coins, dog.
So look like motherfucking RoboCop in this bitch, Terminator or something.
Man, he look like he in great shape. Pause if necessary.
Thanks. But who would you replace?
To me, the glaring people on here are Jason Tatum and Devin Booker. Like I can't get finals JT out of my head. Like that's just something I just can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'd move him down, but I can't take him out of top 10. As I think, because for me, as bad as the finals were, I have to equally count that Milwaukee series where Giannis went full on God mode and Tatum was right there with him every step of the way. I can't forget that too. I have to weigh both of them. So I wouldn't have him at 7. I damn sure wouldn't have him ahead of KD. I'd move Tatum down to like 9, but
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not saying kick him out of the top 10. Like I don't want to replace him. I'm just saying the glaring ones where they're at right now.
Yeah,
are Tatum and Devin Booker. Honestly, I would have Devin Booker at 9. And the post I put about Devin Booker, man, bro, they got you in the ESPN top 10, my dude. Like, you got to step this shit up, my guy. Like I heard somebody else say it. You cannot. The Phoenix Suns cannot rely on Chris Paul to always take them to the promised land. Devin Booker has to step the fuck up, bro. They have you in the top 10. These are players that they're leaving off. Like they're leaving off Kawhi. They're leaving off regardless of the shit that goes on with Kyrie. They're leaving off Kyrie. They're leaving off Dame. Bro, you're up here. You have to step it up this year. That's my only thing. If I had to replace Devin Booker, if I'm eliminating injuries, probably would be Kawhi.
If we're going talent, for sure.
It would be Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get why he's in the top 10 talent. Like, I get it, bro. And plus, we have to give Phoenix credit for the record they had, regardless of how they
were. They were like 10 games ahead of everybody.
We have
like,
to give them credit for that. Close. So I get why you made the top 10, bro. But you made the top 10. Chris Paul didn't.
Chris Paul didn't make top 20. Paul's 21.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like you have to step it up, bro.
Luka took your lunch money. There is nobody. I don't recall anyone else in that top 10 just getting dogged like in that manner at any. I don't recall. Not like that.
Hey, everybody talk tough when they up.
Big shit.
Everybody
I don't know.
Talk tough when they up, man. Oh man. But
yeah, I got Bron and KD in the top 5. I don't care what nobody tell me. I'm sorry. I got.
If
Bron
they didn't get hurt, they would both be based on production.
Hurt, they in top 5, bro.
They would be top 5, absolutely.
So,
but they did.
You do whatever. You could do whatever else with the list you want. I got Steph at 1. Since Giannis wants to call him the best player in the league, I'm gonna do that. I got Steph at 1. I got Giannis at 2. I got KD at 3. I got Luka at 4. And I got Bron at 5. And you could do whatever. You could do whatever else with the list that you want. You could do whatever since Dallas is trash without Luka. Fine. I'll take your point into consideration.
I like it.
And you can do whatever else with the rest of the list that you want. But that's my top 5.
I like it.
Moving on, man. We had some great NFL games this week. Buffalo got their first loss this week. How are we feeling about this Miami going 3-0?
What's good with players not running out of bounds at the end of the game? Is it a brain fart?
I don't know.
Or something like that's my takeaway from that shit.
I don't know,
bro. Looked like he was running out of bounds, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna cut this inside and get 2 more yards."
In fairness, there was a defender out there who looked like he was playing him to make him cut back inside.
That's fine,
man.
That's fine.
Dive out of bounds, and you know you ain't got no.
He wasn't close.
You better try to get.
I think he should have still tried to get out of bounds, but it wasn't like he was right on the sideline.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a quick question.
Because honestly, the if you know that you ain't got no timeouts and you ain't got no way of getting out of bounds, get the fuck down as soon as possible.
That's where I was at. That's my thing. He should have saw that and went straight down and then moved to get the ball. I think that's what messed me. That's where I agree with.
I got a rule question for y'all. A rule question. Can you throw that bitch out of bounds, like as a fumble, if you're not close to being out of bounds? That's something I thought about.
You can't do it on purpose. If you do that on purpose, it's
not on purpose.
And you'll get knocked back. I want to say either 10 to 15 yards, And if
Okay,
that's
all right.
at that late, it's probably a 10-second runoff too.
Runoff.
10-second
right?
runoff,
Okay.
right.
I just want to check. 'Cause
Yep.
I just want to check. 'Cause
Well,
I think
I
most
would
of my
have
mind was short.
dropped that ball out of bounds so quick that made it look like
He
I
wasn't
got hit,
close.
dropped out of bounds, bro.
He
But
didn't get
he
hit.
was like that. He
would've been
wasn't
wild, obvious.
close to the ball. Like he
Yeah,
wasn't
he
close to
wasn't
the
close.
sideline. That's my
I know he
thing.
wasn't close to the sideline, but the
It's
thing
not like he was
is when he was running like he was running up the field. Like, hey, bro, get the fuck down. Like
he was
went to the
running
si-
because it was a crossing route. So he was going to the sideline, and then he saw the dude there and was kind of like, yeah, I ain't gonna make it, and just tried to. Well, I guess fuck it. I guess I'll just try to make a play.
If you
And when
shit,
he
if you
should have
see you're
just
not gonna
dropped,
make it, get out.
he should have just dropped, and that was his mistake. All that being said, Miami is lucky. as shit.
I was about to say, if we being honest, bro, like it shouldn't have came to that. The fact of the
It
matter
shouldn't
is, if you watch the game, Buffalo had the fucking ball damn near most of the game. They had all the
Facts.
yards. They
Facts.
went down in the red zone, and this is the only reason
They stopped him on the 2-yard line or something like
why
that.
they
Right?
did not win. They went down there to
That's what happened. Miami, credit to Miami defense for stopping them on the goal line. But then
you got it, yeah. So you
like
you got it once you get in the red zone, bro. You gotta get it in the end zone. Plus, they missed the field goal at the beginning.
here was my thing with it that just blew my mind. Why are you trying to actually punt that ball out with that little amount of room? Just take the safety. Just take the safety and do what you ended up doing anyway. Because that was 2 feet away to that ball landing right in the end zone. And now that's a touchdown. And you just lost. And you just lost because you kicked the ball in your own player's ass because you have no room in the end zone. Like, that was so stupid.
That's what I said. Miami don't want to win the game.
It didn't fly. It ain't like he kicked it and it flew straight back out. It flew up in the air. Like, that was very, very fortunate that they didn't, that didn't cost them a touchdown there. They were very, very fortunate to come away with that win. Again, credit to the defense. You got to get a stop on the goal line. They got to stop on the goal line. Like, credit where it's due. But like I said, Josh Allen threw for like 400 yards. Tua threw for less than 200. And it was somebody in here talking about Buffalo secondary struggling because they gave up one play to Jalen Waddle and shut Tyreek the fuck down, and Tua threw for less than 200 yards. But somehow that's a struggle. After we just – I don't think they matched what one of them – I don't think Waddle and Hill together yesterday matched what one of them did last Sunday. I'm almost positive of that. Buffalo defense wasn't the issue. That the offense got to punch it in.
I mean, when I said it, I had just seen the big play down the middle of the field with your back end safeties that are new, because both of your safeties are out. So your back end safeties are new down the middle of the field in a big time play. Like, all it takes is one play. Like, that's all. As we saw,
especially with Miami.
Right. All it takes is one play for them niggas to get off. Jalen Waddle killed him that drive. That last drive, that's why I said they was looking shaky. Because they was looking shaky that last drive.
That is a big-ass yard discrepancy, though. I mean, I can't really kill Jarrod too much about the secondary being trash because Jesus. I mean, good God. Boy, that yard discrepancy is a lot. Buffalo definitely should have won that game easily, man.
And another takeaway from this game is Miami going to get fined for what they did for Tua with the whole
the concussion thing.
The concussion thing when he got knocked out the game in the second quarter. Boy couldn't stand. Could stand up type shit. And he come back midway through the third, like everything could. They said he lied.
Saying it's a back. They said it's a back.
It's a back injury.
You got to prove them. Like, you got to have – you can't just say it. You got to have proof of that.
You got to prove it.
Also, I thoroughly enjoyed Buffalo's offensive coordinator at throwing an absolute fit. That shit was
Ken
great.
Dorsey.
Kid
Dorsey
Dorsey
That
was
shit was
crazy.
great.
Oh, at the end of the
Ken
game,
Dorsey.
offensive coordinator.
Yes,
Oh, he
yes.
lost his shit in the skybox.
Ken
my
Dorsey.
God.
You know what that
Ken
was?
Dorsey.
That was
Ken Dorsey ain't
that-
been that man since the Miami lost.
That's what I said. I'm like, Ken
Yeah.
Dorsey channeled all his Miami
Yeah.
teammates' anger in that moment.
Right. I was thinking that too. I was like, yeah, Miami lost. He probably didn't lose this shit when Miami lost. But this shit right here, he just couldn't handle it. This was too much right here.
Boy, went
The end of the
off.
game too.
Boy, went off.
He threw everything in there. That's
Man.
if I'm gonna knock all this shit over was a person. Like,
nigga showed-
if I would
that nigga
knock
showed
all
y'all to knock
this shit
all
over
this
was
shit
a
over.
This nigga threw every play on the floor, dog. This guy was pissed, dog. Pissed.
Through an iPad and the playbook.
But I like that though. I like seeing that though, because that shows how hungry the Bills organization is for this shit. Like, I like the Rams game told me everything I needed to know about how they feel approaching this season. Like, that showed me everything. And then to see him go off in the skybox like that, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised that the Bills are the Super Bowl favorites. I like seeing shit like that for your coach to care that much and to tear up the skybox because he didn't get out of bounds. I like seeing shit like that for real.
They got another tough one coming up too.
They
Who they
are.
got this week?
I forget.
Buffalo got. Well, we'll get into it.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Another game that I found very interesting that I think Tampa Bay, Green Bay.
Hey, somebody was right.
Green Bay skated away.
Yeah, somebody was right.
Green Bay skated away.
Ironic too. I had brought up that wide receiver situation, and at the end of the game, Tom just couldn't get niggas on page.
Bruh. Tom Brady's old. Everybody knows Aaron Rodgers has no receivers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't trust a nigga after if they miss a play or something happens, Aaron Rodgers checks out the game.
I mean, Tom ain't really got many receivers right now
I was
either.
gonna say, well, Tom did have Cole Beasley.
I'm like, Mike Evans suspended, Godwin out, Julio out. Like, they ain't really have much.
Facts, but I'm saying though, like Aaron Rodgers really don't. Like, once somebody fuck up, it's like it throw his mood off for the rest of the game. Like, the first two drives they went down the score, they was up. And then after they had a fumble or something, he was just like, all right, fuck it. This shit ain't gonna work. Like,
Yeah, he's an asshole.
we done. Like, we done. Like, we finna lose. Like, I'm like, but he didn't even give it a chance.
Of course, Green Bay they gotta use. Aaron has to throw the ball 40 times, but I mean, honestly, if they would use Aaron Jones way more, like they would be pretty good. If these last couple games, Aaron Jones has been running kind of good. Like,
yeah, but Tampa was shutting the run down. Like, that's where if there's one area where Tampa's good at, it's stopping the run. They had 25 carries for 67 yards total. One of them was an Aaron Rodgers run. I won't even count that. So 24 carries for 68 yards. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon both had 12 carries apiece, and neither one of them got over 36 yards. Like, that's the one thing Tampa does good is for sure you not running on them like that.
Is that the only way you can get Aaron Jones the ball?
Is it? No, of course not. No. He had 4 targets.
Because if you're not utilizing your receivers, you got one tight end that you can rely on, or you think you can rely on. What the fuck else you gonna throw to then?
Romeo Dobbs, apparently. Sammy Watkins was out. Sammy Watkins didn't play. Romeo Dobbs, like, these are the people. The number one receiver.
On the IR. He's at home.
Right. Romeo Dobbs led the Green Bay in 8 targets, 8 catches, 73 yards. Russell Gage got 13 targets for Tampa Bay. That is what these two teams are worth. He had 13 targets and caught 12 of them and only had 87 yards. So it's all just over the middle shit. Nothing's going deep.
Another good defensive game for Tampa Bay, just not enough points.
All this says to me is that it just further solidifies the fact that the NFC sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, the Eagles really are looking like the fucking best team in the NFC right now. And I'm really sick about it. I'm sick about it. I'm very sick about it.
Oh, piss me off.
Devontae Smith went the fuck off yesterday.
Did he? Jesus Christ.
Him and AJ both had a touchdown yesterday. But this nigga went the fuck off.
Oh, Devontae was like 9 for 140 something until like Devontae went crazy. I had him on a fantasy league I don't even care about. And I looked up, I'm like, wait, why am I winning so much? And I look and it was Devontae. I'm like, what the
Yeah, like 30 fucking
Jesus
points.
Christ. He lost his whole ass mind. That shit was wild.
So, all right. So far, what are the picks looking like?
Well, funny you asked. All right. NFL picks. Week 3. We still have one game going on right now. Cowboys currently leading the Giants 6-3. So we are still down one game. But we still pretty much have a winner for week 3 already. Bringing up the rear so far is unfortunately Marcus, who was 7-8 with this game pending. Malik was 8-7 this week, but the number one pick person this week is it's fucking Jarrod again. I'm getting so very tired of this shit. Not only did Jarrod win the week, he had the best week of any of us in any week so far. Jarrod went 11-4. I was 9-6. Jarrod is also the only person to pick the Giants. So if the Giants win, he will beat everyone by at least 3 games this week. I don't even. It's just so
7-8 is just so nasty, man. It's nasty.
Stand it. The only games Jarrod lost were the Chiefs, which we all lost. The Jets, which of course he always has one where he's the only person to pick him. He also lost the Saints against the Panthers. And he lost the Seahawks Falcons game. He picked the Seahawks. That's it.
They let me down.
Well, so guys, as it just to throw this as it stands right now. Oh my God, I was gonna put on my CeeDee Lamb jersey and that man just dropped a wide open pass. I'm hurt right now. As it stands right now, Jarrod is 28-18-1. The rest of us are all 23-23-1. With one.
Well, all right, we right there. Okay,
y'all all 500, baby.
All right, great.
Oh God, see, just dropped a full surefire. I'm sorry.
Corey, I already know, man.
Bro, it was a crossing route. Boy was wide open. The Giants' defense wasn't set. Cooper put it right in his chest and his hands, 30 yards down the field at like the 10, and he just dropped it. It hurt. Oh, that one hurt, CD. Okay, all right, okay.
I hate
so, yeah, that
I have a possibility. Cowboys.
Can't hear you.
Repeat that, please, sir. All right. Yeah. So
All right. Hello. We good?
Yeah.
It's a really
It's just a little bit of an echo. A big echo, actually.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get this started with the Thursday game. All right.
Get in and focus.
This is actually a very, very good Thursday game. Man, this might be the best game of the week. Oh, I need to take a look. But first glance, this is looking like the game of the week. Thursday night, the undefeated Miami Dolphins. And there are only 3 undefeated teams right now. Coincidentally, 2 of them are in the NFC East, though the Giants are pending right now. The Miami Dolphins at the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm going to take the Bengals. Because they are at home, right?
Yes, in Cincinnati.
I'm going to take the Bengals to win 23-20.
What's the news on Tua?
They're still claiming that it's a back thing, but he's not in concussion protocol.
Okay. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins 21-17.
I'm gonna go the Dolphins 28-24.
Give me Cincinnati 28-27.
CD. Sorry. All right. Oh, there's a London game. Joy. Early morning London games.
Hey, 8:30 in the morning.
6:30 for me. That's awful. I won't be up. London game. Minnesota Vikings versus the New Orleans Saints.
Give me Minnesota.
Same.
I'm also taking the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Minnesota.
Jameis got so much shit going on with him injury-wise. They talking about if he should be the starter next week. Give me the Vikings.
Right. This nigga got 17 fractures in his back and out here trying to,
Yeah, the crazy thing is, it's not like Minnesota playing the best. They've been struggling. They just struggle with. I don't even know how to feel about Detroit. But they've been, but Minnesota they ain't been playing their best anyway. So the only reason why I was about to pick against them was they play in New Orleans. But the only reason why I picked the Vikings.
Can't argue that. This will be another interesting one. The Cleveland Browns at the Atlanta Falcons.
Give me Cleveland, bro.
Give me Cleveland.
Give me Cleveland. I'm not confident. Let me just say that. Let me put that out there in the air. I'm not Cleveland. I'm not confident in that.
I'm not confident either way. But I'm going to take the Falcons. I am. I'm going to take the Falcons.
I thought about it, Corey. I swear I thought about it, bro.
I don't think this is that much out
Whoa,
there.
Wait. Myles Garrett got in a car crash today.
They said minor non-life-threatening injuries, but yes, he did.
Okay, he's fine. All right.
He in there. Oh, cool. Yeah, I got Cleveland.
Let me double check. Well, hold on. He was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Let me see. It's been a learned response of. There's no news on the extent of his injuries, so it's unclear right now. non-life threatening, but he might still be
hurt. Right. I'm still taking the Browns, bro. I'm gonna still take them.
Atlanta do what Atlanta do.
That's a fact.
I mean, they got one win. Maybe they could get a little momentum. Who knows?
Throw the ball to Kyle fucking Pitts.
They finally did. Remember, believe me.
Well, they did this time.
I was very
five catches for 87 yards. I was like, bro, where the hell has this been?
I was very much excited. I'm like, thank you. Oh, why they gotta keep showing this damn replay?
If I could get Russell Wilson and Judy on the same page, boy.
What's the next game?
Get Russell. If I can get Russell Wilson on page for anybody at this point.
I got it. Yeah. Next game. I don't feel right picking this because it's whatever. Right now, Washington at Dallas. I feel like with this and the Giants game, we can reserve the right to change pick depending on the outcome of the current game. Because I don't know what exactly is going to happen for the rest of this.
Next game. I'll take that. Next game.
Honestly, I got never mind. I ain't gonna do it. You're right.
Legitimately.
We'll save it until after this game.
Yeah, after this game. We'll do the same with the Giants game too, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel about either one of these teams.
Yeah, I'll make a PowerPoint of everybody's pick scores. Just send them to me after the show, and then whenever we figure out what's going on after this game, I'll make sure I post the picks in the group.
Always, no, I keep them in the notes. I have everything. I have everybody's week by week and cumulative score in a note. I might regret it if it keeps going the way it's going. And Jarrod stays in first, but. That's
wild.
Speaking of as Marcus's new favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks at the Detroit Lions.
Give me Detroit, baby. They gonna win this week.
Hey. All right, so look, I'm gonna say this. Corey was right. Detroit plays hard. They've been playing a lot harder. They ain't as trash as I initially said, because I had them like in the garbage can at the bottom in the corner where the roaches be. I had them down there.
Corey and Malik. You both said that, actually.
You said Chicago was going to be better than them.
Oh, yeah, you said Chicago.
You said Chicago was going to be better than them.
You said Carolina was going to win the damn division. You didn't say nothing about Detroit.
Well, my Carolina pick is actually still kind of in there.
Carolina I don't know. That whole division ain't shit right now.
So I don't know why you're killing me about the Carolina point. Like, the division's fucking trash.
I'm not killing you for the Carolina point. I just said you mentioned Carolina. You mentioned Chicago. I don't remember you saying
Chicago
nothing
win
about
last week?
Detroit. I don't remember you saying nothing about Detroit.
I did say that Detroit was. I said they're good. They just always lose by 3.
Yeah, like last week. Yeah, initially you did pick them behind Chicago, but you did do that. Yeah, I'm
gonna give them a little credit this week and this week only. We'll go on. I got Detroit, but after this, it's just for this week. After this, we'll figure out what the fuck how we gonna pick with y'all niggas.
Yeah, I'm not trusting.
Y'all got Seattle. I got Detroit.
I'm not trusting Gino on the road to do anything.
I don't need to give y'all my pick.
Yep.
Y'all know my pick.
You didn't. I already wrote it in. I didn't need to even think about it. I already wrote it in.
No, Gino.
It was already taken care of. I'm not taking Gino on the road. I'm not taking Seattle. Like, Seattle got they one little win, the inspirational, motivational win against Russ. They got to prove they can beat anybody else for me again before I trust them against anybody else. I have zero trust in them. All right. Next up, battle of the worst division in football. The Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts.
Give me Tennessee by 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. The Colts just beat Kansas City, so I'm picking the Colts.
I'm with you right there. Colts defense finally remembered how to play.
Kansas City would have won the fucking game if they had a kicker.
Yeah, but they didn't, and they didn't. So, Marcus is frozen. We will get back to that. Oh, there you go. Colts, Chiefs. Marcus.
Colts, Titans.
I said Colts. Yeah, Colts, Titans. My fault. In Indianapolis.
Give me the Colts.
And done. We will skip for now Chicago at the Giants. For the same reason we skipped the Cowboys in Washington. Next up, my favorite sleeper team against my most hated team right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, so look, if y'all niggas, hey, Jacksonville, hey. I want to see that. I want y'all to keep that same energy, bro. I don't trust them niggas, bro. I'm picking Philly. What's this shit? I don't trust that shit I just saw, bro. I'm sorry. I seen it, but I don't trust it.
They smoked the Chargers.
I don't trust that, bro. If they played again, would that happen again? I don't know, bro. I don't trust
Chargers got a lot of injuries going on. In fairness to the Chargers, they're down. As of the end of that Jaguars game, they're now down. Their number one receiver, cornerback, pass rusher, tackle, and center.
Not the Herbert playing hurt.
While Herbert playing with messed up ribs.
Jesus.
So basically, every position you need to be successful in the NFL is compromised for the Chargers right now. Okay, Marcus, you got the Eagles. Let's see who. They go. Yeah, I'm gonna keep costing myself points. I don't care. I got the Jaguars.
Man, I want to pick them so bad, but I just don't trust this shit. I know I just know for a fact that they're not gonna pop out like that.
Christian Kirk is putting up numbers every week. In fairness, the boy got paid and he is delivering right now. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I want to see you do that shit this week.
I also want to see him do it this week. I would love for him to do that this week.
Please do it this week. I hope I'm wrong, but
I don't care what Jacksonville did last week. I don't care.
Give me Philly, bro.
Give me Philly. I don't care what Jacksonville did last week.
Them niggas gotta stop. Them niggas gotta stop fucking. Them niggas gotta stop. Devontae and AJ. Give me them niggas, bro. Give me Philly, bro.
You're not wrong. Oh, you know what? I think I might have been wrong about the game of the week because this right here just might very well be the game of the week. The New York Football Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This nigga said game of the week. Are you serious, Corey?
What do you mean? Are you serious? You picked the Jets last week. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up.
Game of the week?
Shut up.
Hey, y'all would have won if y'all offense didn't play.
What? God damn.
And you'd probably win every week if your defense plays.
What does that even mean?
What does it mean, Corey? I mean,
you would have won it.
Is their offense right now. And Joe Flacco
said they would have won if their offense didn't play. Is crazy, bro. What?
Their defense held up. How they supposed to?
Oh, who you got? So are you telling me that you got the Jets?
No, I got Pittsburgh. as long as Joe Flacco playing, I got Pittsburgh.
Joe Flacco, Mr. Trubisky, what's the fucking difference? I got the Jets.
I think I'm also going to take the Jets. I do not like Pittsburgh at all. They are terrible.
I'm telling y'all, bro. Kenny Pickett starting the second half of that game. Kenny Pickett with a comeback victory.
Zach Wilson is scheduled to play this week. All right, give me the Jets.
This is gonna fuck around and be another way. So I'll get a good ass week. I really hate this shit. All right. All right. Now for real though, this one actually might very well be. This one actually would be the other candidate for game of the week. No bullshit. Buffalo at Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore, man. They ain't home, right?
Yes.
Give me Baltimore, man.
No. Give me the Bills. I saw what the Jets did to Baltimore. I don't trust them.
I also got the Bills. They pissed. They on a mission, and I can't see them losing 2 in a row.
Also, give me Buffalo on the simple fact that Lamar and them was beating the shit out of the Patriots, and for some reason, the niggas' offense stalled out after the third quarter for some reason, bro. Like, I don't get it.
I also think like Buffalo did just shut down a very speedy, big play receiving core pretty much, and now they're going to face another one in Baltimore, and I think they'll be able to do the same. A lesser.
Let me let y'all in on a little something. There's 2 MVP candidates: Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. I'm taking Baltimore.
Lamar been balling. I am not mad at
that. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a 1-score game. Period.
Last of the early games. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Houston Texans.
Give me the Texans.
I got the Texans.
Did y'all not just see what happened?
I just picked these niggas last week and they got smoked by Jacksonville. If you think I'm picking you niggas twice after that, you got me fucked up. 38-10 to Jacksonville. Nigga, I got Houston.
I feel you. Texans ain't got 1/10 of the offensive weapons to Jacksonville.
Right, you niggas are so emotional.
They're not. I got the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers, bro. I'm not doing that.
I'm with you. Like, I feel you. You're right, but like, there ain't.
Give me the Chargers. The Texans is trash.
No.
Give me the Chargers.
Here you go. Are you? You know what?
I'm picking the Chargers, bro. I'm picking the Chargers, bro.
Is he damn sure?
You can come on to this side, Jarrod. It ain't too late.
Because I don't know
who just scored 10 points last week to fucking Jacksonville.
It was a very, very bad week for the Chargers. All right, on to the afternoon games. First up, the New England Patriots. Damn. Aaron Rodgers has to play Brady and then the ghost of Brady. New England at Green Bay.
Is Mac Jones hurt?
I was literally just about to look that up.
I think he had a high ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain.
So definitely I got Green Bay.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing to talk about.
Who is, excuse me. I'm taking
I don't even
Green
know
Bay
who's number
sure.
2.
That's literally what I'm like, who is there? I want to know this.
I
got Green Bay
Stidham,
regardless.
Right?
Do they still have Stead?
I think so.
Brian Hoyer. Holy shit. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Green Bay in a lot.
Green Bay 45-0. I know we ain't got to do scores on that one, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Malik,
in a lot.
Are you ready to make this pick, buddy? I see the look on your face.
Well, look, nigga, I'm chilling. What are you talking about?
Ain't nothing to talk about, Jarrod.
You ready?
Zoning out. What do you mean? Ready for what? I'm not.
You ready to make this pick, buddy?
That nigga's high, man. What are you talking about?
You ready to make this pick, buddy?
Why do I have to? You make your pick, nigga. What are you waiting for me for?
You ready to go on this New England train with me, buddy?
Hell no.
Brian Hoyer.
So you're going with Brian Hoyer?
I'm going with Brian Hoyer and the New England fucking Patriots.
I swear.
Let's go, Jarrod. You by yourself, but I like your ambition. You
got something there. You are
I'm not,
definitely
I'm
on the
not, I'm
island
not, I'm
by
not.
yourself.
Actually, let me go with the Patriots, bro.
What I tell you, niggas? Come on,
Let me
Malik.
get the Patriots because Aaron Rodgers is wild frustrated, and I know Bill Belichick. Like Bill Belichick is a petty nigga.
Oh, bro, I'm not.
Like
I know
that's
I'm
the
not
only
gonna
reason
win
why I'm
this shit,
picking
fool.
him. It's nothing to do with offensively. It's just that if Aaron Rodgers is struggling like this and Bill Belichick is singing this, I know Bill is like, I got you, nigga. Give me the Patriots in a low scoring game. I don't want to give a score. Give me the Patriots in a low scoring game.
It's gonna be like a 14-12 again. Like it's gonna be crazy like this.
Next up, actually missed it in the order, but Arizona at Carolina.
Ooh,
Is Hop is out to week 6, 8.
yeah, week 6.
Yeah.
Week 6.
What the fuck is Carolina? I got Arizona.
This is
In a lot. No, just playing.
Very.
I hate both of these games, to be honest with you. I really hated the way Baker Mayfield looked last week. Like,
been trash.
He's been trash all year.
He had 53 yards by the beginning of the fourth quarter, bro. The only reason why he probably got over 100 was because he
The
had
bomb.
like a long.
He threw a 1 yard catch to a nigga that ran 67 yards.
Yeah, that's the only
Ran
reason
slow
why.
as shit too. How the fuck did nobody touch him?
God.
Bad tackling.
I could see if that was to
Bad
Robbie.
tackling.
Like if that was Robbie and Robbie broke off, like okay, that'd have made sense. But like that
This
shit
nigga
didn't
was
make
running like he had a car on
no
his back.
sense.
Terrible
What you
tackling.
call it? That was
But,
awful. What was I
I'm
gonna
a
say? Go ahead, never mind.
give me the Cardinals, bro.
I'm so torn on this.
I don't feel good about it though.
I don't feel good.
I don't feel
either
good
way.
about my pick because the Panthers' defense is all right. Like they could still win this fucking game, but
Baker's completed under 50% of his passes in 2 of 3 games so far.
that shit is terrible.
That's awful. And as I just went on here just to take a look at what was happening with the Panthers, he is tied for the 5th highest rate of off-target passes so far.
Oh yeah, the passes he threw last week were terrible. Like niggas wide open, bro. Terrible.
But it was OBJ fault. Hey, give me Arizona, bro.
Another key thing is Baker normally turn the ball over, and he didn't turn the ball over this last week, which means this week he's gonna have a boatload of them hoes.
He's actually been pretty good with turnovers this whole year. He reminds me of Alex Smith.
No,
Listen,
not.
when you that wild and accurate like that, bro, you are going to throw some picks eventually, bro.
Because Alex Smith is
some
accurate.
niggas is gonna catch the motherfuckers. If either your niggas
I'm
gonna
just talking
catch
as far.
them,
I'm
or
just
them
talking
niggas
as far
gonna
as him being a game manager. Like he's like game manager Baker. Like he's not giving you big plays or nothing like that. He's not playing well, but he's not.
He's on the lower
team
end of game managers, though. Like
Very
Alex
low.
Smith is a high level game manager.
He like Matt
Alex
Campbell.
Smith. Yeah, Baker down there somewhere.
Matt Campbell.
Oh no. All that being said, I got the Panthers.
Corey's taking a chance.
I'm
He
taking
gotta
a
catch up in
chance.
the records.
The Cardinals
He's
are
taking
the Cardinals suck. They're not good. Their defense ain't, at least with the Panthers, I could say their defense is okay. McCaffrey's looking all right, and they got weapons. I'm sorry, DJ Moore had 1 catch for 2 yards. There's no way in hell they about to let that shit happen. He gonna punch Baker the fuck out if he don't get his touch. And the Cardinals defense is the perfect team to get some touches.
That's a fact.
No, I changed my mind actually. If I'm gonna go down, I'm a sync with Corey. So give me the Panthers. I picked them to win the division. Fuck it. Just give me the Panthers. Bro.
All right. Last of the afternoon games. What we thought was going to be the best division. That ain't been shit so far. The Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Damn, but see, this is the thing about this game. Neither one of these teams are good. Let's just be honest. Like Denver did not look good in this little win. Russell ain't been looking good. Give me Las Vegas. Man. I can't pick Denver right there. They look really bad offensively for real. And I really think they should run the ball more, but I don't even know if that's the remedy for that shit.
I don't know why every time I look up Josh Jacobs' stats, it's always good for the carries he has. It's never like, oh, he had 12 carries for 24 yards. Even like Jacobs had 14 carries for 71. And then he gets no carries in the red zone.
And then it's like, they'll give him 7 more carries.
Right. I don't get why they don't run him more. It makes no sense to me. I hate it.
Give me the Raiders, please. They get the first one this week.
Yeah, give me the Raiders, man. I don't think they're gonna go 0-4. If they go 0-4, somebody got to get fired.
But they just got a new coach. So
well, he need to go if they go
0-4. You were so high on Josh McDaniels this year.
No, I wasn't high on Josh McDaniels. I got him confused with Mike McDaniels down in
He did. That's a fact. That is a fact. I am very, very torn. I also thoroughly enjoy Raiders pain because Raiders fans are damn near as bad as Cowboys fans.
Trust me, my dad is a Raiders fan. I know. Shout out to Van.
What's funny is that if they lose this week, their next game is against the Chiefs.
Yeah, let's just do or die. Them niggas need to win this game.
Do or die.
For you.
It's the game to win unless Denver just come in lights out all of a sudden, bro.
It's gonna be to win. It's more so the pass rush.
Defensively though, Denver. I give you.
That's kind of where I'm at. Is like, yo. Defensively, I could see them being all in Derek Carr shit. It's more fun for me to root against the Raiders. I got the Broncos.
Boy, you just gonna sink your ship. Got you. Go ahead.
See, nigga, we all in one ship right now, except for you, fucker.
Sink your ship.
So I don't care.
Whatever.
Sink your ship, boy. That's cool.
We won't put a case on something? I'll put a case against your team.
I still ain't get my case. I was telling my mom about that shit the other day. She got on me about my picks. My own damn mama. Need to be better. And shit, I know. The fuck?
Send me the link so I can buy your case.
What?
Send me the link so I can buy your case.
I don't need I ain't sending you no link. Send me $5 on Cash App. You know my location. You got my address. You know my location, nigga.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Back to prime time. Sunday night next week. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Preface to this, there is a hurricane warning coming up, and so the game might not be in Tampa. They may have to move that game.
Oh, give me Kansas City.
I don't know the status of Godwin or any of these other guys. I know Evans will be back.
Kansas City special team should be straight because kind of probably one of the reasons why they lost that game. So
I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs in a close one. I'm gonna say Chiefs. Chiefs 21-17.
Give me the Chiefs 35-12. Well, no, 35-14.
35.
5-14. God damn.
Wow. You, I mean, I got the Chiefs, but I mean, I believe in Tampa's defense a little bit more than that. You said 35-17, correct? That's what I heard.
Why?
That's what Jarrod said, correct?
You agreed last
35-14.
week? Never mind. This nigga just win games, so I'm not going to question his reasoning.
Right, for real. I got the Chiefs. I don't got them like that. I'll say the Chiefs 21-10.
Oh, I didn't pick a score.
Say 17. That's a lot for them niggas.
Give me 27-21. That division is trash. Tom's struggling out there. He heartbroken and all types of shit.
27-21 for the Chiefs?
Yeah. Yeah, Tom doesn't look terrible out there. He doesn't look terrible.
He's just in the
He
middle.
doesn't look great. Yeah. He's just all right.
Which he could have stayed at home for that because that's not really what they need from Tom Brady. Kind of need Tom Brady to be Tom Brady right now.
Well, he has no fucking weapons, really. So
right now,
I don't think that's
what
he agreed to.
Yeah.
That's not what he like. That ain't why he went to Tampa to carry Tampa.
Yeah.
He went to Tampa because they had all the weapons.
Yeah.
So he's kind of screwed. All right, last
Enjoy
but
Kobe.
not least, Monday night NFC West showdown: the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Mind you, Trent Williams, much like Mac Jones, high ankle sprain, out at least 4 to 6 weeks. So,
and that's why I'm picking the Rams. Otherwise, I would have picked the 49ers to win in an upset only because it's Monday night and they're at home. But I think that the Rams are gonna smoke I think they're gonna smoke that offensive line. So.
Give me the Rams 28-14.
Oh yeah, we gotta do schools. I forget.
I got the Rams 24-9.
I'm gonna pick the Rams 27-17.
What's your score again, Jarrod?
28-14.
So you, Malik?
24-14 Rams.
Now let us all pray for Jarrod's downfall.
Don't do that.
I can't. We at least got it. So one of us has to at least make some ground on him. Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be me. I'm cooking Jarrod this week.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. All right. Well, that is our week 4. Week 4 picks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did great job, guys.
Narrative of the week, narrative God, we here. Shout out Jarrod, shout out Malik, Marcus, Corey, who I just beat by the skin of my teeth in fantasy yesterday. Shout out to me, pat myself on the back. Anyway, I'm gonna do another basketball one just cause the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be a play-in team this coming year. And I'll tell you why. That injury to Jaron Jackson is going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them. Last year, whenever Ja was out, they relied on Jaron Jackson to carry the team. He did a very good job. That's why they didn't really lose their place when Ja was out last year. They had Jaron. This year, they only have Ja. The West got better. Clippers got everybody back. So that's a spot that they can leapfrog. I think the Clippers are going to be a lot better. So I think for now, we can probably foresee the Grizzlies being the playing team. I could be wrong, but that Jaron Jackson injury is going to hurt them. The West got better. I see them as a playing team this year. Shout out Get Your Bars Off podcast. We live tonight. Ari, Joe, Sue, Gino. Shout out Ari, Starks and Smarks. Shout out me. Push the narratives with the narrative God. I'm going to see y'all Wednesday.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture. Yeah. Narrative of the week. That's actually not a terrible one. Jaron Jackson injury does change things for Memphis. Fair point. Issue is, and I
didn't hear he got injured. What happened to him?
A stress fracture in his right foot, 4 to 6 months. But this was back in July, so he's expected. Original timeline was expected to be back in like November or like beginning of December.
Okay.
They wouldn't rule out, like they asked them about it, they wouldn't rule out a return at the beginning of the season, but it's more likely it'll be like sometime in November or the beginning of December.
Okay.
So
I thought they were taking a step back without him getting injured anyway. The last season was kind of like those lightning in the bottle type seasons for me. You get what I'm trying to say?
Possibly.
Like just with the amount of players that got hurt in the West at the time they got hot, it was just like, all right, like, can they really duplicate this next year? I don't know. I don't know. I it's not a crazy narrative. I don't know about playing team. I kind of probably like 5th or 6th. I don't think they'll drop too far from 3rd.
Yeah. My thing with it, I agree. I saw them taking a little bit, not even that they took a step back, they just stayed exactly where they were.
Right.
And I think they had a chance to do, and I don't even think, they had a chance to do what Cleveland did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And make a play for Mitchell too, but definitely someone like that. And they didn't. And I saw, I heard a couple people saying if they wanted to, they could low-key be a stealth team for KD. But for some reason, as much as I like Desmond Bane, like, come on, bro. He can't be the reason you just like, nah, we ain't going on one of these big deals for one of these players. Problem is it's once again, it's opposite now. The West ain't that great. And it's, if he in the East, I'll be with you. I'm looking at the West right now. We'll put Phoenix, we'll put Golden State, we'll put Dallas. I'll keep Denver. And, let's say the Clippers are healthy. We'll throw the Clippers. That's 5 teams. After that, are we definitely putting Minnesota and New Orleans ahead? Like, that's what we're talking about.
I can't sleep on either one of them. Like, that's my thing.
I'm not
like,
saying, yeah.
But I could see
it's possible.
I could see Minnesota being better. I can see, because you still got Anthony Edwards getting better year by year. I can see them making a little bit of a jump. Plus Cat, they don't have to worry about Cat playing defense too much since you got Rudy Gobert now. Even though that may not work out for Cat because he'll be on the 3-point line.
I need to see
that's a weird kind like that. We'll see how that works out. I do expect New Orleans to be exponentially better with Willie Green and with they gave CJ 2 more years, and now Zion looks like he's changed his body. It looks like he might stay healthy. So if New Orleans is a sleeper team to me, in my opinion, and he said that too.
They're the team that's not they're the sleeper team that everyone's choosing as a sleeper team, so they're no longer a sleeper team.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about New Orleans.
Right.
I'm not saying that they can't potentially be better than Memphis. I'm just saying I'm not willing to just write that in. It's like, yeah, for sure. Like,
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Phoenix, Golden State for sure. Even Denver's probably pushing it a little bit because we got to see how they're, going to come together and make sure that's good. Like Phoenix, Golden State, and Dallas. Yeah, sure. After that, I don't know. Memphis, I agree. Memphis could definitely take a step back and might be some struggles, but I won't go as low as playing team. They were the 2 seed last year. I could see them dropping to like the 4 or 5 range, I think.
Yeah, I got them 6. I think they take a little bit of a dip. I don't think playing though. I think playing's a little dicey. But I do see them making a drop though. But shit, that's about it. Anybody got any positive words?
Yeah, hold on. I don't see Memphis making a drop. Well, making the play. Like that is stupid. Also, I hate your narrative. The Eagles suck now. I wish I could change my NFL pick, but
you can.
I'm not. But Memphis is I'm not gonna say they're a great team, but they are a good enough team. And with the pieces that they have, Jaron Jackson, it's a kind of plug and field. Like, yeah, Jaron Jackson gonna be out, but we still got Brandon Clark, we still got Steven Allen, we still got some unknown nigga that you will find out about this year. Like, it's gonna happen. That's what they do. That's what they've been doing. Really grind. Hey, not a playing team. Now, positive.
Who's gonna have a better record, Memphis or Denver?
Memphis.
So Denver's gonna be the playing team.
No, neither one of them gonna be a playing team. 5 and 6. One game
So
apart.
Denver's gonna be 6.
Yep. One game apart.
Gotcha.
All right, bet.
Positive words, anybody?
I've got nothing right now. I'm too frustrated and annoyed at my Cowboys, even though we're winning.
Do I have a positive word? Nah, not this week. Not this week. I don't, to be honest with you.
From Walmart.
My positive word this week is be yourself, love on your people, give your flowers. So when you give your flowers to everybody that deserve them right now, don't wait till they dead, bro. Give them to them now.
Good positive word. All right, so this is the end of the show. So you know what time it is. It's time for us to pay some bills, and hopefully you will help out too. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I heard that works. If you tell people to subscribe, they actually subscribe. So that's what I'm going to need y'all to do. Hit that subscribe button. If you are watching us on Facebook, make sure you follow the page. Make sure you be interactive. We love to hear y'all. Even if the show's not on, tell us your opinion on the topics that you hear. Most likely, I'm gonna start picking the top 5 comments or whatever, and we'll talk about them, put them on up at the end of the show or whatever. Try to get y'all a little bit interactive, but paying some bills though. You want to help us out? All you got to do is go to attheshopmerch.com. Get yourself some gear. We got hats. It's wintertime. It's hoodie season. Not wintertime. It's fall. It's hoodie season. Go ahead and get you a hoodie. Joggers, slides, stuff for your lady, purses, anything, man. Go ahead and support us. All you got to do is go to attheshopmerch.com. And I guess that's it. I'm ended the show. I'm not waiting on Jarrod. Jarrod's stupid.
We don't care. Bye.